this is a really spooky film. What drew you to this, all of you?
Steven
Soderbergh.
But we love ghosts.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
As a collective, apparently.
Well, I know Steven said to David Koepp when they were writing the movie that this family has problems. How accurate a statement is that?
It's very accurate.
What family doesn't?
Yeah.
What family doesn't? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just highlighted in this particular film, and David Koepp obviously is such an adept and witty writer that the script was so tight, and the way that Steven shot it was so specific that it allowed for us to all kind of play in that environment and really within a structure, which I think we all learned so much from that.
And any family's problems are going to be highlighted.
Highlighted.
Highlight.
Under pressure.
Any family's problems are going to be highlighted when you're living in a ghost story. Okay?
Okay. What he said.
So, yeah, there's a ghost haunting this house. Callina, it starts haunting your room, right? What kind of terror is your character experiencing?
I actually don't think she experienced any terror at all. Chloe's very drawn to this presence, and I think because of how she struggles in this family as well, this thing feels more loving and kind of peaceful to her than all the other relationships she's trying to deal with. So she was never really scared and always was trying to reach out and invite and understand and connect with it more. But the presence was actually, if anything, a little bit scared of me, I'd say. So it was fun to play with that for sure.
Yeah. Well, and you shot in a very confined space. Like this is a movie that's like all about like taking place in one location and really amping up the claustrophobia. Yeah. What about that really appealed to you, or how did you like feed into that?
The claustrophobia was something that definitely I feel like was so present throughout this film, especially in the way we shot it, and the way that Steven, his mind just works. There was so many different, once we got Studio Show sort of the hang of how the film was going to be made, it was like every scene there was like, it felt so claustrophobic. You almost couldn't escape like the camera that was just right, almost breathing down your neck.
And shot chronologically as well. I mean, so you really feel like you're experiencing the story beats in real time in a way.
It's like theater.
Yeah.
Without the matinee.
Yeah.
But it is that sort of 8-show-week thing where you're kind of there and there's a setting that you become very comfortable in because we're a family that has moved into this new space. And so you're experiencing that, and you get to go up and down the stairs in real time. It's not like we cut and then we jump upstairs. So, the camera's following us wherever we go. So in some ways it's a weird reality show that we don't know that we're in.
Yeah, I think on top of that too, like they integrated all the lighting and everything into the fixtures of the house. So when you start rolling, it's like, you just feel like you're in a house and there's Steven with the camera and maybe there's like a boom mic. But other than that, it's like, there's not a bunch of like screens and everything. You just feel like you're really in it.
Well, and you all have different levels of experience in the industry. A film set can be a very chaotic place. There's so much happening. How do you find your focus when you're on set? What techniques do you employ to like really dial in and focus on what counts?
The focus for this project was different than anything else I think any of us have ever done because of the way Steven shot it. That's about all I can say. You have to see this film because nothing has been shot this way before. So we've talked about there's this learning curve as an actor to figure out, okay, so this is how Steven is going to live in this space. This is how he is going to direct this film, and how do I coexist with that? It's a very specific method of filmmaking. So it was kind of, the focus was just, had to stay on. You had to be on the entire time.
It's symbiotic. There's no way that we can exist, one person's satelliting off in their own way. It won't work. So it has to be connected, and we have to be working off of each other's energies in order for this to be a successful moment in this movie. otherwise it's scrapped. You know, we talk about the rhythm, or if it's something that we need to sort of ping pong off of each other. And it's fast. He works very quickly, and he knows what he wants. So the precision is something that actually helps, because you know that you're working in the right direction, and what he, you know, he doesn't give you a lot verbally, so you kind of read the signs physically of what's happening between all of us and him.
Interesting. Julia, how do you dial in on set?
I mean, it's really easy when you're working with someone like Steven, because he just makes you feel so comfortable that, you know, all your maybe like preconceived anxieties or whatever kind of just melt away, and his belief in you and his faith in you kind of takes over, and then suddenly you believe in yourself. And then he gets the shot in like 2 takes. He's one of the most efficient people I've ever worked with.
And what can you tell us about your character?
I'm a real estate agent. And that's it.
Is your fashion choice today in any way a statement about your character? Or?
Absolutely not.